was Gucci, you too. It's Pat Brady, you dig? Marvelous Bluntz, super in the building, you dig what I'm saying? And this is a special episode. It is my birthday today. Thank God I made it to another year, man. Just feeling great, feeling good. Thank God I woke up this morning. I'm healthy, got a smile, man. So for my birthday, man, subscribe and share the Marvelous Bluntz ASAP. Give me a birthday gift today with a subscribe. You dig what I'm saying? I'd appreciate you, dig. But we are here today on my birthday, unfortunately, to talk about a tragedy of a movie. To me now. This is my opinion. Today we here for the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves review. You dig what I'm saying? And shout out to AMC. I was blessed enough, they and everybody else who else, but I think it's a blessing that they did this. They gave a fan event for the movie, and you know what I'm saying? I went this Wednesday and saw Dungeons and Dragons, and no, I don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons. I just know it is a game, you feel me? But I don't know anything really about it, you know? I'm just like, okay, it's knights, you know what I'm saying? It's dragons, pretty simple, you dig? But yeah, y'all see my hair. Shout out body. Rocking with the locks. Advertisement. Anyway, back to the movie, man. So Dungeons and Dragons, you dig? So this is my thing, you know. I understand it's this culture, what this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has fans and stuff, but bro, this was just like a little bit too much talking, too much nerdy, and not enough Dungeons and Dragons, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you need composition, I understand you need a story, but bro, this movie was so much talking, like 2 hours of talking. It reminded me of like an Avengers version of this movie. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of talking, a little bit of action. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like Endgame. A little bit of action, and everybody like it was just amazing. Like, bro, I was not amused. I was not amazed by this movie. Not one bit. You dig what I'm saying? So basically it's about these, well, we can start off with this guy named Ed. You know, it starts off, he has a nice interracial family. I don't know why if y'all don't see they pushing interracial relationships, and it's nothing wrong with whatever, but I like black women. That's just me. They are definitely pushing interracial relationships crazy in entertainment. And that's what we saw again, another interracial relationship. Ed, his wife, he basically, you know, trying to make a living, trying to become a Harper. That's like a big thing for them in this world, becoming a Harper, becoming Ed Harper. And basically his ops, which are the Red Witches, kill his wife. You dig what I'm saying? And it sends him on a little spiral of him just started stealing stuff. It's to the point he had his daughter in on the finesse. He had a whole crew. You dig what I'm saying? Going in as Thieves. He had Olga, who, you know, that's Michelle Rodriguez. You know, if you know her, she's been on everything, you dig. And then Simon, who's the magician, you know what I'm saying? And he's been on some things too. Like, he's been on Pokemon. That's the thing I know him from with Pokemon. Justice Smith. So they going around stealing with this guy named Forge, you know what I'm saying? Hugh, I think his name is Hugh Grant. Yeah, Hugh Grant. Yeah, I got the notes right here. I'm ready for y'all. Hugh Grant. And his name is Forge. So they busting this move with a Red Witch. You dig what I'm saying? Who's I think her name was Sophia. And they busting the move with Sophia. And you know, when they busting this last little move, this last little heist that's gonna basically help Ed get his wife back with the I think it's called the Time of Awakening. All of a sudden time freezes, and my boy Forge like, hey, I know y'all about to get trapped and locked up. Because the move ended up folding on him. The move ended up folding in. He's like, I got your daughter. I'll take care of you. I got you. Boom. Fast forward. Olga and Ed locked up. Meanwhile, Forge is out here on the streets. He out here doing whatever he want to do. He didn't took over a kingdom. You feel me? He's on a whole nother level. You feel what I'm saying? So at this point, Ed's like, I gotta get out of here. So they break out, you know, this is a spoiler alert, by the way. They break out and they hit the field, you know what I'm saying? They on the way for the Time of Awakening, his daughter, and you know what I'm saying? What's up with Forge, you know what I'm saying? What happened? So, boom. they ended up making the move going to see Forge. Forge acting totally different. He on his like cocky stuff now. Like he got Ed's daughter not rocking with him. He been lying to her, and then the Red Witch that got them in a situation, who was Sophina, they working with her. They're working with her. You know what I'm saying? Like they're literally working with her now. Forge is working with her. So I'm like, oh no, he the ops. You know what I'm saying? He working with Sophina. But he trying to make it seem like everything is cool and Gucci. You know what I'm saying? But then you could tell it was changing when he was trying to get his daughter to like go on the other side and mess with him type stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So he beefing with his daughter. His daughter don't rock with him. That set the scene, the mood of what everything was. And then after that, everything just got boring, bruh. Just a bunch of talking, bruh. Just a bunch of talking. I'm thinking they're going to go on an adventure. It was a little bit of adventure, a whole lot of talking. I'm talking about, this was basically the basis of the whole movie, of them trying to get the time of awakening, him to get his daughter back, Ed to get his daughter back, and for them to stop Forge. Like, you could have put more into that, more adventures, more creatures, more something, bro. I see more amazing things on Mandalorian, and I even like the recent episode. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't enough fantasy. It wasn't enough fantasy for something that's supposed to be some real nerd stuff going on. You dig what I'm saying? I did not like this movie. Like, it really, the premise of what I just explained to y'all is what basically everything in the movie was about. And also the fact that the Red Witch, Sophina, wanted to turn the army of dead, like she wanted to make an army of dead, of like young people, and make people like into zombie, weird, bald head worshipers, bro. I don't know what they was doing with that. That was weak. You feel me? But I'm gonna just go say the only things that I liked about this movie before I just kill it. One thing I did like is the funniness. You feel what I'm saying? It had like a little funny moments at times, but like I said, it does the Thor thing. So it kind of goes into the bad. It's funny, but then all of a sudden they just overdo the funny, bro. They keep trying to just at the funny bone. It's like, bro, everything don't gotta be funny, bro. Everything don't gotta be funny or overly funny. You know what I'm saying? You can add a comic element to it without killing the movie, bro. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, no funny. It was, the nerd culture was deep in Dungeons and Dragons. You dig what I'm saying? So they thought that stuff was funny. I didn't think none of that stuff was funny. I'm like, bruh, I seen some Marvel stuff that I cringe funnier than this. You feel me? Not rocking with it, dog. I like the little portal weapon they had. It was like a weapon that what's his name? What was his name? Simon had, because he was a magician that can, like, you could put it right here, and if you can see the image somewhere else, you can go like 500 yards. You can go through the hole and then end up on another side. Like, that was dope. That was some dope magic stuff. Like, bruh, other than that, man, let me go right into it, dog. Like I said, the IMAX, I was watching this in IMAX. The sound was weak for all the like dragons and all this stuff. It was very, very weak. The sound was You feel what I'm saying? I was like, the interracial stuff for me, like I said, you can love who you love, bruh, but like, why couldn't this white man be with a white woman? No funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. Even the relationship with him and Holga, obviously they liked each other. They made her seem like her caretaker, like her surrogate or something. Like she like who she was to his daughter. I'm like, all right, it's obvious like y'all some type of family aspect, bro. They wouldn't kiss, they wouldn't hug in this movie. I ain't see none of that. And I'm not saying you got to see that everywhere, but in entertainment, like, relationship is being taken out of. It's just like, you know, they trying to be off their pronouns, like you just arrived as he, they, them. And I'm not even trying to get deep into that, but I'm just saying, like, it wasn't. I'm like, are they supposed to be lovers? And she likes dudes, but then she don't like him, but she do like him. Like, they're like brother and sister, but they're raising the daughter. I'm like, bruh, make it make sense. Like I said, this was a really nerd movie. And when I say that, I say it with all due respect to people who consider themselves nerds, blurs, whatever you call yourself. You feel what I'm saying? It was some stuff that you probably would have to know certain things, but like, you know, like when it's Easter eggs and everybody's like, oh, I did not hear that a lot in the movie. Like, There wasn't a reaction like from the fans, like, oh, that was this, and oh, this is from the board game. I'm trying to tell you, I did not hear it at all. And IMAX wasn't that good, so honestly, like, come on now, like, they wasn't even like, oh, that was from the game. Didn't hear that the whole time. Like I said, this was like a fake, no fun, super trying to be funny, not funny Lord of the Rings. Like, bro, really weak, watered down version of Lord of the Rings. And the Zoo X, whatever his name was, the dreads, like, I don't know what his vibe was. Like, I just wasn't feeling him. I was just like, bro, he should have been more in the movie, number one, because he did all the action stuff. And then he just like kind of stepped off, but he really didn't mean anything. But baby, like I said, he was somebody from the board game. I don't know, bro. They did not go into depth on anything for real. It was boring, so much talking. You're like, bro. At one point, the lights came on in the movie theater, so that definitely made it like, and shout out to the brother that stood up and went and did that, because at that point, I was out of the movie anyway, so I didn't even care. You feel me? So it wasn't that long, but it was a couple seconds. And the talking, like I said, it just drew me out because it's like every time they talked, they were just trying to tell jokes. Every time they talked, they was trying to just tell this and that and that. And it got to the point where I was just like, bro, can we see a dragon get stabbed? Can we see some real combat? You feel what I'm saying? Like, we got into combat in the little lair with the dragon, when the guy with the dreads took them to, the little dreads took them to. And you got like 2 seconds of a dragon fight, a little bit of a zombie fight, and then that's it. To the end of the movie, basically. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and even with the Red Witches having a dead army, like that whole plot, like I'm just like, they should have came harder than that. They didn't even get a chance to even get to do it because they ended up saving the day before. They let the riches out into the town, and then everybody left the Coliseum where the games was, and they didn't become zombies. I'm like, boo. Can we have a little bit of pushback and challenge? The only pushback and challenge that we got in that scene, like the third act, was the scene with the maze. And I was just like, the only thing they had to do in those games for real was run the maze against the little thing. They should have had more. I thought they was going to have like multiple things, like different type of challenges. No, bruh. They didn't. Weak third act, bruh. I'm trying to tell you, like, and even how they beat the witch, the last Red Witch. And side note, this is one thing I did like. I did like the little owl bear thing. I like the little savages of it, but the character who played that, she didn't even get enough time to really like be it. Doric, she didn't even get enough time to really be the character. Like, bruh, they could have did so much more with her being a shapeshifter than her being a fly. You know what I'm saying? And that was like it was kind of, she was the coolest part of the whole thing, because the magic dude, he was just like, I don't believe in myself. And then you got Ed, I messed up everything. All I have is a plan. The men brought nothing to the table in this situation, in this movie. It was all women power. And shout out to the women, bruh. But at some point, you like, bruh, Hulk is a Viking, yes, but damn, can Ed punch somebody? Like, what's his name? Simon. He's magic, but can he do some type of Doctor Strange and stop letting Doric? She figured out everything. She was the savior of everything. Her and Olga, dog. And I just wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't feeling this movie, dog. And like I said, they beat the Red Witch. That was just underwhelming. You digging what I'm saying? Then they try to do the owl bear. Doric and the Red Witch did like the Hulk scene where they slam and they punch. They literally copied that out of Marvel, bro. Like, what? Come on, bro. Stop playing with our time, bro. Good thing this was part of A+ and fan event. Shout out to AMC, because like I said, this movie was trash. And then, spoiler alert, the ending. Spoiler alert, the ending. They kill Olga with something that can't bring her back, and then they use the time of awakening to bring her back. Man, what, bruh? And it was so predictable. When she died and he pulled it out, I was like, we only can use it once. Bruh, man. Brought her back easily. They could have made that into the second movie or something. Like, dog, the ending was trash. This movie was not good. No lighters up. I do not suggest you spend money to go see this movie. You know, that's my opinion. And like I say, I respect other people's opinions, but if you like this movie, you're dumb as shit. Because this movie was whack. You feel what I'm saying? You thought Ant-Man, if they said Ant-Man was whack, no, this was whack. All the way whack. Man, I give it grade-wise, we do numbers, I would give it honestly, if I didn't get an icy, it would be probably like a 1, close to 0 of me enjoying this. I give it a 3 because I had a nice icy. And I love to see people enjoying what they like. You feel me? Because the people who like this movie, they were like, ha, laughing, whatever. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? That keeps movies alive. But this movie was trash. To me, respectfully. What did you think of Dungeons and Dragons, Honors of Thieves? I didn't rock with it. Did you rock with it? Leave it in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below if you rock with this movie or not, man. If you haven't already, man, subscribe, share Marvelous Bluntz content. We appreciate the love, man. It's my birthday, man.